the Subaru Impreza made its debut back in 1992 and it has undergone several generations of production to be what it is today. Now the Impreza did replace the Subaru Leon, which were powered by the EA series engine, and of course I learned how to drive using my grandfather's Subaru Leon KH 144M. However, today we are not going to discuss more about the modern and the latest generations of the Subaru Impreza. I'm talking about the likes of the WRX and the Subaru XV, which is otherwise sold as the Crosstrek in other markets. Today we are going to demystify, break down and unravel everything and anything in regards to this Subaru Impreza, which is a 1998 model that is older than some of the ministers in my cabinet. I'm talking about Daniel Ndiwa, Minister for Interior, Jeff Onchangwa, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ezra Nyakundi, Minister for Education, Gaddafi, Minister for ICT, Killian Nyachawa, Minister for Sports. Anyway, this is Automobi, where we normally say it's all about confidence in motion. So tuanze kipindi. Great people, this is a new page called Automobi. Make sure you do subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so that whenever we upload a video like this, you get notified. And also make a point of following us across all our social media handles at Automobi. So today we are discussing the 1998 Subaru Impreza model. Now the manufacturers of Subaru, that is the Japanese automakers, did avail the Subaru Impreza with two body configurations. The first body design, it was a 4-door sedan, and this one we're having today here is a 5-door wagon. Of course, it came with two driving configurations, that is 4x2, that is the front wheel drive, and an all-wheel drive system. Now, talking about the Subaru Impreza, we have to keep a number of factors into consideration as to regard, as I've stated earlier, whether it's a wagon or a sedan, because when it comes to practicality, the wagon has more space as compared to the sedan type of body configuration. So let's take a look at what powers the 1998 Subaru Impreza model. Before we take a look at what powers it, I just want to remind you that we are selling this car at a cost of 430,000, and I want to pop a question to you, or rather I'll be popping a question to you at the tail end of this production, and whoever gets it right, I'll be giving you a discount of 30,000. That is in regards to those who are interested in buying this car, you'll get a discount of 30,000 if you get my question right. Now to the engine of the Subaru Impreza 1998 model, of course it is the prominent flat 4 engine which the manufacturers of the Subaru have been using in different models, from the Outback to the Legacy to the Crosstrek and also the Forester. Now this car is powered by a 1.8 liter EJ18 engine that is linked to a 5-speed manual transmission. Of course, the manufacturers did avail different types of engines, which include a naturally aspirated engine, that is a 1.6 liter EJ15. We also have a 2.0 liter EJ20, a 2.2 liter EJ22, and a 2.5 liter EJ25, of which they are either linked to a 5-speed manual transmission or 4-speed automatic transmission. Then kufikia hapo tuko sawa. Now this car, which you are selling at a cost of 430,000, it has undergone full service from the engine to the brake pads and everything, including the exterior and the interior design. As you can see, the manifolds, they are well painted. The chain belt or the timing belt, it has been replaced. It has a new belt, so that when you buy this car from us, you won't incur any kind of problem. Now, when it comes to Subaru, there are several problems that the Subaru enthusiasts have been undergoing, that is in regards to problems they have been facing. And it is usually recommendable that you do regular service and maintenance so that you don't incur problems like failing of the brake pads. If it's a manual transmission, issues with the clutch, they are supposed to be very good, and also the engine has to be performing to its top-notch performance as it was bought, or rather when it was acquired from the factory. So let's take a look at the exterior design of the 1998 Subaru Impreza. So great people, let's take a look at the exterior design of the 1998 Subaru Impreza. Of course, at the hood, it has some contours which gives the car a muscular look, and depending on your taste, you can add a hood scoop over here so that it can give you that aggressive look that the Subaru enthusiasts love showcasing when they drive on the expressway or any other road here in the country or outside Kenya. Now, at the front fascia, we do have a Subaru emblem over here that is used to assert the dominance of the Subaru wherever it goes. It has a small grille, of course. The owner, Mr. Victor, has pointed it, has given it some red embellishments just to demystify the color, or rather to distinguish the color of the grille from the blue color of the Subaru Impreza. Now, at the lower fascia, we do have some air vents which help in cooling the radiator, which in turn cools the engine, and also we do have fog lights which come in very handy, especially when you're driving in dusty areas or fog-prone areas. Now, this car, I wouldn't advise that you do some aftermarket fittings, that is in regards to bull bar. I've seen some people love replacing the plastic bumper with a bull bar. For Subaru, this is just a driver's car, a commuter's car from home to work, so you don't need to replace the plastic bumper with the bull bar. So let's take a look at the side profile of the 1998 Subaru Impreza. So the side profile of the Subaru Impreza is kind of very conservative, but depending once again on your preference, on the here along the wheelbase, you can add some side cut and paint it to whatever color. Now, for example, the mud flaps of this car, they are painted red, so the side cuts together with the door handles, they are painted red. So the side cuts also, you can also give them a red color to distinguish it from the blue color of the overall color of the Subaru Impreza. Now, the alloys, they are aftermarket, and also again, depending on your preference, you can put any type of rim you want to match the overall aesthetics of the car. On top of the car, we do have some roof lights which also improve or rather enhance the overall appearance of the car. And also, depending on, once again on your preference, you can decide to add a sunroof that can be used to increase or rather give you an ambient lighting in your vehicle as you'll be traversing any road in or outside Kenya. Now, one thing I love about the Subaru is its frameless door. This car is not as like a typical car, because as you can see, it doesn't have any frame. When you lower the pens over here, you will find that it's very conventional. It's very appealing to people who like placing their hands on the door. So that's one thing I do love about the Impreza. Now, concerning its ground clearance, it is not very bad. At least I can say it is 6.3 inches, which is 2 inches below the required standard on Kenyan road, which is 6.5 inches. But if you are driving it in town, it will do a very good job. Of course, it can go off-road, but not extreme off-road. I hope you get my point. So let's take a look at the rear end of the Subaru Impreza. So remember earlier on when we started this production, I said I'll be popping a question to you at the tail end of this video, and whoever will get it right will give you a discount of 30,000 if you're interested in buying this car at a cost of 430,000. So if you get the question right, we'll sell this car to you. Instead of selling to you at a cost of 430,000, we'll sell it to you at a cost of 400,000 Kenya shillings. Bei ya asubuhi, bei ya mapema ambayo huwezi pata mahali pengine popote. Now the rear end of the Subaru Impreza, of course, on the roofline here we do have a lip spoiler that is painted red. Of course, it makes the color very appealing now that it's red and the color of the Impreza is blue. It makes it to kind of outstanding. The lip spoiler enhances the sportiness of the vehicle. So if you are kind of a performance car oriented person, the lip spoiler will do well for you. And also it's not electronically operated. You have to use a bit of some force from your hand to open it. Now when it comes to the practicality of the 1998 Subaru Impreza, the boot space compared to other cars in the same category of the 5-door wagon Subaru Impreza, you find that this car has a lot of space which can be used to hold tons of freight, from small luggages to medium-sized luggages, from one distance to another. And also you can retract the rear seats to accommodate a lot of luggages. So this car, when it comes to practicality, it's a car that I can advise you to go with because it offers more space compared to other cars in the same category, that is the 5-door wagon body design. Now the taillights are well placed. Also we do have some turn signals, and at the lower bumper it's quite minimalistic, and we do have I don't think it's a stop exhaust, but it's a exhaust which will give you just sound of it. So that is all about the rear end of the 1998 Subaru Impreza. Hiyo kata sasa. So I am seated in the interior, rather in the first row of the 1988 Subaru Impreza, and as you can see with your very own eyes, this car has a very beautiful cabin right away from where I'm seated to the passenger's seat. Now with the basic features, let me start with the steering wheel. It is an aftermarket steering wheel and also has some Momo logo. Momo is in partnership with Subaru, and together they do produce the Subaru, so ranging from the Impreza to the Legacy to Forester and etc. So it's a 5-speed manual, as you can see. We do have the 5 gears here, and also when you look at the cluster meter, it has some red paintings over it, which makes it look very pleasing. And also when you take a look at this kind of air conditioner, also has a frame that is painted red, which makes it look very appealing. Now when it comes to compartment storage, I do have a center console over here, and also we do have a glove box compartment, and at the doors we do have door pocket storage, which you can use to store or rather hold things like beverages, soft drinks, paperwork, key fobs, and any other thing. In short, the compartment storages are intended to improve your ride comfort. Now when it comes to the space in this car, when you take a look at the headroom, I'm very tall, but I do enjoy a lot of headroom, and also I do have enough knee room, and also the seats can be reclined to match a desired preference. So if you are a tall person, you don't need to have to worry. This car will sit you very well. If you're a short person, it goes without saying, you'll fit in very comfortably. Now the second row seats also share the same attributes as the first row seat. They do have ample headroom and very sufficient knee room and foot room. So from the engine sound and from the exhaust smoke, you can attest that this 1988 Subaru Impreza is a good car, and of course it's fuel efficient. It's 1.8 liter EJ18, so it's fuel efficient and it's fully serviced, and you're selling it at a cost of 430,000. However, For those who are seriously interested in buying this car, remember I said earlier on at the tail end of this production, I'll be popping a question to you. And the question is, which type of engine did the Subaru Leon use when it was manufactured? Which type of engine did the Subaru Leon use when it was manufactured? Of course, pale comments changamkeni and do tag me at Abel Omaseto. So great people, we've come to the end of today's production of Automobile, where we normally say it's all about confidence in motion. Situonane na mnunue gari.